A study of more than 1 million women has shown that those who give up smoking before the age of 40 can live 10 years longer. Researchers also found that those who quit before hitting 30 eliminated almost all risk of dying prematurely from smoking-related diseases. Here's our health and social care correspondent, Victoria MacDonald.
So what would you do with an extra 10 years of life? A bit of skydiving perhaps, an ocean cruise, a trip to a tropical island? Because that is the enticing prospect being given to women if they give up smoking before they're 40. OK, maybe not the life on the ocean wave, but definitely a longer life. The results from the study published today in The Lancet also found that those who kept smoking were 3 times more likely to die from lung cancer, chronic lung disease, heart disease or stroke.
If women smoke like men, they'll die like men. But if we can encourage women to stop and all smokers to stop, that will decrease the harm that smoking causes society. And if we can prevent people from starting, that's even better.
Figures were taken from the Million Women study, which showed that quitting before the age of 40 reduced that increased risk of dying early by 90%. Stopping before the age of 30 meant that went up to 97%, although the authors do warn this is not a charter to smoke till middle age. The hazards are still there. It's just they're greater if you carry on after 40.
You've come a long way, baby.
What is being faced now in the UK is a legacy from the 1960s when more than 40% of women smoked, when a cigarette was almost considered a fashion accessory.
Policies like banning cigarettes from pubs has reduced the number of smokers, but the fact is there are still 10 million of them in the UK, and the government is constantly looking for ways to persuade them to quit.
This month, for instance, they've spent £6 million in England on Stoptober, and today ministers announced that more than 250,000 people have pledged to give up, and there's more.
We have a consultation that's just finished, which we are now looking at, about plain packaging of smoking. We will make an announcement on that in the term of this Parliament. And then there are other things which I hope we would look at. For example, smoking in cars where there are children.
Yet next week, the Roy Castle Lung Cancer Foundation and Macmillan Cancer Support will run an awareness campaign because they say that although more women now die from lung cancer than from breast cancer in the UK, it still fails to get the attention it deserves.